Let the streaming begin. I assume it started. 7-second delay, so I'm not going to know for sure for a few seconds, but I think I can live with that. And I'm going to push play so I can actually watch it go. Okay, everything's working. I see myself. 3 years. I can remember the topic. I haven't done a live stream in probably minutes. It's been kind of getting caught up now. It's good, but I wanted to do this one for a little bit. I lost my notes. Man, I had it all. Okay, there it is. Yeah, as of November 13th, it was 3 years in Seattle, and it's gone by, obviously, quickly. Like we say about all things, everything goes by. But I do get asked, people, they say, hey, James, love your videos. Maybe they say that. I don't know. But they do say, how do you like living in Seattle? And I say, well, there are pros for sure. So what are the pros? Hasn't really changed since the two. I think I did a video at 2 years. So the 2 year mark, and now I'm at the 3 year mark. So one a year. So, but I'm sure you know all that. You've seen all those videos, right? Of course. So let's talk about the pros. I would say the main thing is biggest reason I'm here is close to friends. I mean, I have a condo here, of course, but I bought that because it's close to friends. Friends still live here, so we visit a lot, and that's a really cool feature, of course. Really big plus is being able to hang out with friends. Let's see what else. I can get downtown, and downtown has a lot. I mean, I'm walkable to downtown at about 25, 30 minutes, but it's walkable, very easy to get to. Seahawks games, yeah, I can't go in. I've got banned from the stadium, of course, but I can go outside the games and kind of listen to them, whatever. Get the hot dog. Although last time I got the Seattle dog, it was sort of like, all right, it's okay. It's like, I think I've scratched that itch. I don't think I would get. There's a few things I've gotten when I get it the second or third time around. It's like, all right, now I'm done. Like the ice cream sandwiches. I've had that a couple times now, and it's gone away. And they used to be so fresh. They have like snickerdoodles, and they like take a scoop of ice cream to actually make it. And then the last time it was like, oh, here's a freezer, and it's like this pre-made product, and I was like, that's terrible. So there's no reason to get that anymore. I think I'd rather just buy the ingredients and make my own if I have a hankering for one of those things. Mariners games too. Those games I can go to, and I have been to one, box seats there, so that was pretty cool. It's exciting, and they had a good year, so even more so. Disappointing ending, but good year. Kraken games I could go to, never been. These things cost money, you know. Like I don't want to spend that much money. Of course, lots of shops to eat at, bars, even though I don't really drink right now, so no real point, and they're so expensive, but they are there. So lots of shops and restaurants and stuff. So that's really cool. Capitol Hill is a big area for food and drink. Easy to get to. Where I'm at is a good location to get onto the freeway, off the freeway. So when I'm leaving, it's like 5 minutes to get on the freeway, maybe a little more. But same thing coming home, 10. I mean, once I get off the freeway, I'm home in 5 minutes. So that part is pretty cool. And that most of the time, if I'm on the freeway, I'm going to Bellevue to visit friends, or I'm just going to the airport, which I should say is easy access to the airport. Airport is extremely close. 15 miles, but it's a very easy drive, right down 5, a few more streets, and then you're there. So that part I kind of like. Like in the Bay Area, I was like from San Francisco, that was about an hour almost, and Oakland was 30 minutes, so Oakland was actually pretty close, and San Jose about the same. But San Francisco, if I were taking a long flight, that would be some time to get to. Okay, to get to the airport though, they got a link train, $3 to take the train, and it takes about an hour. So that I actually do a lot because of the Uber prices now. So I will take the train, or I'll drive and park if it's a short enough amount of time to where it just makes sense to park. Yeah, and cheap utilities, I should say. It's about a third of what I paid in California. That part's cool. No smog checks. I haven't had a smog check since I've been here, so I don't know how often they do it or if they ever do it. Maybe my car's too new. But in California, that racket, man, I was just all the wasted money and time for those smog checks. It's just people got to push back on these things. The government will just keep doing it unless people just say there's absolutely no reason you need to keep doing these smog checks. Every other year is not the worst thing in the world, but when you get to other states and learn how things can be done, you maybe tolerate a little bit of less. All right, back on the pros. Yeah, the transportation actually is really good. All right, so bus systems all over the place. It actually stops almost in front of where I live. That is really nice and cheap, like a few bucks, whatever, and you can pay on your phone now. That's good, or a card. I think I do have a card. I guess cash too, if you really had to. Also, you could rent a bike. I have a helmet for that now, but you can rent bikes and rent scooters, so that actually works out really well. I've do that a few times, although to get downtown, like I said, it's only a 25-minute walk. Lincoln Uber, of course, to get to places. I don't usually do that to the airport because it's so extremely expensive. Again, 15 miles and it's like $65 to $90 now. Just insane prices. One of the highest, if not the highest in the nation. So that's where we kind of like suffer. Some of us, I guess, but I don't really take it. Actually, probably been 2 years since I've actually taken Link all the way to the airport, part of the way, and then take the train the rest of the way. Saves me some time. Ferry service. We do have a ferry, of course. You can get to Bainbridge Island. I never really go. I haven't gone since I moved here. Or to Canada. Again, never really go, but it's nice to know it's close by. Amtrak comes downtown if you want a really slow and expensive way to travel. That's one way, but for some people, it's the only way. So there's that. Or again, the airport as well too. What else? I mean, I do have a car. It's really, you can get by without a car, but for some people, you just need a car. It just depends on who you are and what you do, I guess. And so it's a city where you can function without it. But again, if you got friends in another city, it's going to be hard to visit. I am close to the water. I can walk down to it's a lake, or if I really want to go out to Elliott Bay. It's not the ocean, of course, but I'm close to those things. I do have a paddleboard now, so I can actually go out to Lake Union and paddleboard there. A little dicey because of all the big ships that can go through there or whatever, but if you stay close to the edge, you're fine. So I haven't done that yet, but I do have a paddleboard in case I wanted to do it. Moving on, there's an arboretum that's very close. I can go to the arboretum. I've only been there a few times. So I need to get back out there. I've gone on some runs. I need to go on a lot more runs. I always say that, but I should go on a lot more runs. It's just, I run more than when I visit California than I do here, which is kind of sad, but I do like the California runs. So there's that. And, the people are pretty much what you'd expect in a lot of places. People are nice. People are standoffish. There's a little bit more higher level of probably like, people judge you based on certain things, and it's like, I didn't do anything wrong, but you kind of get that. So I think they tend to lean one side more than the other for sure. But again, a lot of these people are still mean no harm, I mean no harm, and you can get along with them. It just takes maybe a little more effort. It's not so easy, anyway. The crime is actually pretty low for a city this size. Things happen, shootings happen. There's not like it's zero. It's not zero in any big city, but it's just so different. Pleasanton, a murder's headline news because it just almost never happens. It's not even an annual thing for one. It's like every few years maybe, but it is kind of shocking. Here, it's like, it happens. So those are some of the things. And like a lot of things, condos paid off, so that's good. HOA is very high. That's bad. That's a big downside. Property taxes aren't ideal. And, like I said, the downtown, aquariums there, Pike Place Market's there, the water lines, there are good jogging paths. So I've covered a lot of good things. What about the cons, you're saying? All right, what don't I like about Seattle? All right. Cons. I use that photo because graffiti is something that really kind of can get annoying, even though does it really affect me that much? Not so much. They do have water, because I asked for a negative photo from AI. It's like, okay, the water, the graffiti. It's like, all right, I guess that makes sense. See if I have any comments. I don't have any comments. Not yet. We're not big enough yet. This one. I don't know why they showed that one. I don't even know if that's not a realistic. Man, the picture is just so funny because I guess I go with the other one because that photo is definitely not realistic for what, it kind of has the right things. It's just in the wrong places. So the homelessness is a big thing here, like Portland, like LA, San Francisco. It's probably not as bad as those cities, but it's still an issue. And for the most part, they keep to themselves. They probably sleep and camp where they're not supposed to, but other than that, most of them, and they're doing the drug. Mostly it's self-harm. So 90% of the time it's just self-harm and not hurting others. There are exceptions, of course, but so it doesn't affect me technically that much. It's just it can be frustrating. Saying, don't block that, or don't do that, or this isn't good for people's values of their homes, but. If it's not affecting me, then I really shouldn't be worried about it too much. Just appreciate what I have. But I think they could crack down on the people that are causing problems, the drug dealers, the ones that are, causing some of these people to get into these lives where they'll never get out of. That's a part. It is noisy at night. Any big city, sirens are there. You're just used to it. If you grew up in New York, you're definitely used to it. But it's a lot louder at night than Pleasanton. You hear people a lot more than Pleasanton. It's like it was rare at night to hear someone, walking down the street yelling. But that's about all of the cons. I mean, that was quick, right? So there's not a lot of cons. It's mostly positive. The graffiti annoys me, but it's like, I still know where my exit is. Your phone still knows where your exit is. So for the most part, it's not bad. And they do clean it up for like ball games or special ambassadorial events, whatever. When they're kind of being shown to the rest of the world, they'll clean it up for a while. They move the homeless for a while, and then it goes back to normal afterwards. So it's sort of like almost sad, but just that is what it is. Moving on. So that was a very quick thing. Let's go into what I'm indifferent about, what's not really bad, what's not really good. It's just things that exist. The weather. And that's the one. It's just like, I don't know, back home in California, it rained, frequently in the winter. So it does rain. A lot of cloudy days, of course, sometimes for very long stretches, but I'm indoors a lot anyway, and I just kind of have come to expect it. Very little snow, so almost want a little more snow, but it's just a few days maybe. It doesn't stay for long. It certainly will never add up like upper state New York or anything like that. So the weather's really not that bad, all things considered, I would say. Yeah, I think if people have in their mind, it just rains all the time, you just get like not as much, like especially when you compare it to California, you don't get the nice springs and nice falls. It's like it's kind of goes from nice summer to all of a sudden, okay, now you're pretty much in winter. Or at least the weather seems like it does if you compare it to California. So there is that. I do miss the spring and fall of California quite a lot. And the food and dining, like I said, is there, but I'm indifferent to it because I don't really. It's so expensive, and the tipping. You get tipping fatigue and the extra prices they kind of wedge in, or places that just say a preset tip. It's like, okay, we're just going to be 20%. It's like, so not only do we not have a choice, we don't even get the 10% we used to have. So we kind of shot everything up for COVID, and then, once you get people used to something, you can do excessive charges and the prices too. So it's just like the easiest solution, just don't eat out. I mean, for me, that works perfectly. I don't need to. Once in a while is fine. And then I'll pay the money then. But otherwise, I just spend the rest of my year not. I mean, really, even fast food, I'm pretty light on that. Or, Dick's Burgers, I almost never go to that anymore. But it was fun for a while. The taste, I don't think if I like the taste as much anymore. Yeah, so there's that. Groceries, I don't know why I'm indifferent. Oh yeah, I guess eggs were overpriced for a while, like severely overpriced, and then back down to actually lower, it seems, than normal now. So that's kind of rare. Meat is the same as everywhere else, way overpriced now. So you got inflation, and demand has just not gone down. People want beef, whatever. Where's the beef? But I always get sales. I find things on sale, and beef's never on sale, but other things are. Yeah, I guess that is it for things I'm indifferent about. That's another quick category. What else would I say? I guess when people ask, are you staying here? Are you going to move? Like, what are you doing? And I say, well, just for now. I mean, it would be nice not to get to year 4. I think I'm kind of more ambitious. I want to do something. I want to go somewhere. It doesn't have to be here, but with the condo being paid off, that helps a lot. I'd have to rent. I probably would rent. I don't know if I'd buy somewhere else. I could, but there are a lot of job opportunities here, so we'll have to see. We'll see. It's easier to want to leave in the winter than in the summer. Although when it's snowing, it can be really nice. Wow, my voice is kind of getting a little tired, so let's get to one of the few remaining things. Do I miss California? I get asked that. Yeah, of course. I mean, the Bay Area weather, if nothing else, was so divine. I mean, there are a lot of bad things about it, taxes and the way the government's running things. There's a lot of stuff to be upset about. But did it all affect me? aside from the smog things and some of the high prices, not really. It was just fun, and being in the suburb was fun too. So you have a much more relaxing thing. There's always parking. It's easy to get to places. The traffic's pretty light, although the freeway is actually third worst. Some of those pockets are third worst in the nation. So I can't say I enjoyed that. Having a yard and a garden were cool too. I mean, I always been growing things. I tried fruits and tried veggies here, and it was just too much work, and didn't. I think the weather just wasn't warm enough for things to really grow because I had the grow lights on. So there was that. But yeah, having the backyard was nice. The garage for doing all my hobbies, the 3D print studio, the recording studio, the gym, the tap dance studio. It could be a mechanic in there, work on the car, food storage, electric bike creation. I did a lot of stuff in the garage. The garage was kind of where I spent a lot of time, especially just the workouts. The gym was a big thing, and had the TV up, and I had all this. So I miss it, of course, but returning would also mean renting again. Buying and paying current property taxes would just be a nightmare. Plus, insurance is extremely bad right now, if you can even get it at all. Those premiums, I don't miss. Yeah, some of these things I don't miss at all. But the tax, everything, the sales tax is high. It's high here too. So okay, I think that's all. I think what are we at for time? 16 minutes. That's actually not bad, and you don't have to do any editing because it's a live stream. No comments or questions, but that's fine too. All right. And this is another, of course, AI background, because I don't think you'd actually, this site's a little more believable, I guess. I think the tower will be over, the Space Needle will be over. Okay, yeah, I'm glad to have finally gotten this out of the way, and not that I don't enjoy doing it, I enjoy doing it, but I kept putting it off and thinking, I got to get my live stream caught up. It's been the 3-year anniversary, so I probably won't do another one till the 4th year. I think, well, if there is a 4th year, we shall see. Or I'll do a big one about I'm moving. All right, that's all for now. I hope the audio worked. I did a check, but if not, I'm not doing this again. That's it. All right, cheers. Stop streaming, and then I got